Today, the ancient Maya site of Yaxchilan is a remote location, situated on the banks of the Usumacinta River, which forms the border between Mexico and Guatemala. Amidst the tangle of vines and trees of the rainforest, you can find the remains of tall structures, ceremonial plazas, and monumental sculptures. These buildings and sculptures weren't just backdrops to life among the ancient Maya people of Yaxchilan. They were powerful political tools. One building, now known as Structure 40, tells an interesting story about rulership, lineage, and royal propaganda at the site. Yaxchilan's ruling dynasty began to rise to prominence in the 4th century CE, or the 300s. The city-state reached its height during the Classic period, thanks to rulers such as Bird Jaguar or Yaxum B'ahlam IV, who reigned for an astonishing 60 years, beginning in 681. He commissioned some of the site's most iconic artworks and set a precedent for elite architectural projects. His son and heir, Bird Jaguar IV, or Yaxum B'ahlam IV, inherited both the throne and his father's artistic and political ambitions. He ruled from 752 to 768, and he too used architecture and sculpture strategically to legitimize his rule. There was a 10-year gap between his father's death and his ascension to the throne, so it seems he was eager to demonstrate his right to rule. As part of his political campaign to secure his rulership, Bird Jaguar IV commissioned a building known now as Structure 40. It's quite a climb to where it stands atop an outcrop known today as the South Acropolis. But once you make it there, it is positioned between two other buildings and overlooks the main plaza below. Its placement alone signaled power, authority, and prestige. The South Acropolis was the highest area at Yaxchilan, towering above the entire city. People navigating the river would have seen the building crowning the city too. Structure 40 is raised dramatically on multiple terraces or a tiered platform, helping to elevate it. It's a single-chambered building about the size of a two-car garage, or about 13.85 by 5 meters. A striking roof comb extends in height. Roof combs like this are a signature feature of Yaxchilan architecture, helping to raise the height of the building, almost like someone wearing a top hat. The roof comb was initially stuccoed or covered in plaster, and it was intended to be visible from a distance. While much of the stucco is now lost due to the humid climate, traces reveal a once visually dramatic structure. The facade, or the face of the building, follows the classic Yaxchilan format, organized into 3 visual registers: a plain lower zone, originally covered in stucco, a sculptured frieze with tenoned sculpture or stone sculpture inserted into the walls, all of it also stuccoed on stone armatures, and the tall stucco-covered roof comb. The frieze included semi-quatrefoil motifs, or a shape similar to a 4-lobed circle. It's a Maya symbol that could be associated with portals or entrances, emergence, or watery or sacred realms. Small architectural shelves appear at the corners, likely intended to hold chalk masks as seen at other Maya sites. Chalk was a water and rain deity. The deity's appearance on buildings like Structure 40 helped to transform the building into a mythical mountain of fertility and sustenance. Why? Because chalk helped to grow plants and so provided food. Like many buildings at Yaxchilan, Structure 40 features a vaulted interior. A person would access the interior by one of the 3 entryways on the main facade. Inside, there's a low bench in the southeast corner, though this part of the chamber had no natural light, making its function intriguing and possibly ritual or at least restricted. Traces of colorful paint remain, much like we find in the exterior, suggesting that murals once covered the interior walls. Evidence also indicates that the building contained stucco figures. Now, in front of the building, Bird Jaguar IV placed a series of carved monuments, including round altars and upright stone monoliths known today as stelae. Monuments such as Stela 11 reinforce the political purpose of Structure 40. That's because Stela 11 shows Bird Jaguar IV towering over war captives, accompanied by his royal parents. These monuments, along with the building itself, served as strategic propaganda to publicize Bird Jaguar IV's dynastic lineage and justify his rule. art and architecture were not just functional or spiritual, but also conveyed important political messaging in stone. Bird Jaguar IV was building not only a physical structure, but also his own legitimacy.